Shut up. Come on, Dan. Making the rest of us feel bad. For this experiment, I hired 3 session drumming legends to record the exact same song. Some of you may have caught the video where I paid several drummers from Fiverr who labeled themselves as professional and offered their services for pay, and I wanted to see what was the difference whenever we hired them all the way from $12 to like $200. Now, no doubt, we got some great entries into that, and there was some great learning that happened from it, both on my viewpoint, I think from yours too. But once we get up to that $200-300 mark, we're getting into the territory of some pretty legendary players that you can hire them out for a song. And so my question was, what if we did a similar thing? We just hired actual drumming legends to do this. This whole project has cost just around $1,500 to put together. I'm really excited about it. First, we had to have a track put together. We had a funk type tune put together. And then the next thing was, I called my buddy up, Scott Williamson, and I said, hey, would you want to be a part of this? He loved the idea, so he signed on, and then he got a couple of his buddies to also be a part of it. In this video, we're not going to be looking at, is this good or not good? It is a given at this level. They don't need me or anyone else to tell them that they have a successful career. So what we're gonna be looking at is, what can you learn from having 3 top of their game session drumming legends in my mind? What can we learn by looking at their parts, how they approach the song differently, and how even though it's different, it still works incredibly well. And now it's time to introduce the players. First up, we got Mr. Scott Williamson. I don't know, you may know him from his work with Casting Crowns, Danny Goki, Francesca Battistelli, Michael W. Smith, Gary Chapman, Kix Brooks, FFH, Alice Cooper, Point of Grace, Reba McEntire, Amy Grant, Jackie Velasquez, Natalie Grant, Michael English, Bake Shelton, Isla Newbreed, Lincoln Brewster, Avalon, Brooks and Dunn, Barlow Girl, Nicole Norman, For Him, Carmen DC Talk, Point of Grace. I could keep going on, but you get the point. He is the man. Second in the lineup, we got Mr. Steve Brewster. And you're like, Steven, who Steve worked with? Oh, I don't know, you recognize any? Jewel, Clay Cross, Cowboy Troy, Rich Mullins, BB and CC Winans, New Faith, Larnell Harris, Amy Grant, Third Coast Jazz Ensemble, Point of Grace, White Cross, Truth, Michael English, Big and Rich, Selah, James Otto, Bob Seger, Veggie Tales, Pam Tillis, Faith Hill, Disney, Kenny Loggins, Olivia Newton-John, Billy Ray Cyrus, Red, that one's out of left field, Lee Bryce, Joey and Rory, Trace Adkins, Kathy Lee Gifford, and rounding out the roster, last but certainly not least, we've got the impeccable, the legendary Dan Needham. Michael McDonald, Nashville TV show soundtrack, Chaka Khan, Sarah Bareilles, Johnny Lang, Josh Groban, Jill Scott, Danny Goki, Amy Grant, Jeremy Camp, Natalie Grant, Seventh Day Slumber, Stephen Curtis Chapman, Kix Brooks, Francesca Battistelli, Ben Rector, can I stop now? Matthew West, Andre Crouch, Israel Houghton, Amy Grant, Jackie Velasquez, Kenny Loggins, Dave Barnes, Disney, Nick Lachey, Chris Tomlin, and Kathy Mattea. Forget about it. These guys are certified top of their class, grade A legends in the recording industry. And now we get to see their individual take on the exact same song. And just because I got absolutely flamed in the last video for not including my take on the song, I've included my version of it as well. Finally got these tracks back. I could not be more excited to check these out. Remember, music is not a competition. There's no winner or loser. All of these tracks are going to be insane and on fire. The winner out of all of this is music. That should be the goal. Let's check out the track that Scott sent. Okay, I gotta pause it just for a second because I'm getting a little nauseated because the snare tone's so sick. All right, his hi-hat pattern really is driving almost like a Parliament and the funkadelic style of a funk. I love it.
Okay, so he's really choosing to to give the song space and let the bass, what's happening with the guitar, kind of let that do the heavy lifting while he really just is driving this along. I love it. Halftime. Right, that ride cymbal just really, really is nice. It really fills this section out, you know, with it being halftime and more open, really fills this section out. I love that. So this section's a little busier than the previous section he had done as far as being in halftime, but he's kind of using that to build the energy. I can't wait to see what happens at the end here. Oh! Nailing the ending. Oh, it's so sick. Hold on, I need to make a list here. Reasons why I hate Scott. Number 1, his snare tone. Number 2, he's awesome. Number 3, that ending. All right, so what I really loved about Scott's is just that hi-hat that's just driving that really that I would call it the A section. Really just choosing to just really be the support system there. I love the halftime he took. I love the ride cymbal choice and the snare choice. For both those, that ride cymbal really helps to fill that up. And then on that bridge section, as far as the halftime section, he really was doing some things to bring energy to that in a section that would be considered a little bit more laid back as far as being halftime. And then that ending just killed it. Next up, Mr. Steve Brewster. All right, so choosing to come in at the top, kind of two completely different trains of thought there. I like it. Real James Brown type of a delayed snare, open hi-hat when you think the snare is supposed to be there. Oh, it's not. The hi-hat's open. Oh, I love it. Just funky. Look at it. Okay, so I love his choice of having an alt snare there. So having an alternate snare where he can do some things that's way lower pitched and tuned. That's really nice. This is very James Brownish. He took it to halftime too. I love it. Oh, what? Shut up. Shut up. That drum fill. Gotta go back to it. First, he comes in with the slaying, with the reverse boom chick. Then he comes in with, oh man, that's sick. I gotta hear that fill again. I love it. So that section is really busy, and he chose as well a different thing. Actually, when I was coming up with my part, I thought the same thing. And I was like, a reverse boom chick could work there. You know, with the last video I did, I told you, you're really never gonna go wrong with me on a reverse boom chick. I always love them. They build energy, and it's a great way to lock things down while the band kind of goes in several different directions. Stayed in halftime. use that alternate snare there for that ending, which is just real low tuned. I love it. I love it. I loved his treatment. Scott's was completely different than Steve's, and they're both right. Both of them work. I love the decision on that bridge section where everything is, it's just it almost reminds me of like a shout chorus in a big band. And you as a drummer are really responsible for understanding what you need to hit and what you don't need to hit. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ah, man. These are just insanely good. Mr. Dan Needham. I love that kick drum, driving it. First of all, can we just take a second to say how beautiful that drum kit sounds? That kick drum on 2 and 4 just helps drive this. It's interesting, the hi-hat treatments, 3 completely different treatments. Steve's was a little bit looser. Scott's was way more, as all of them being equal, almost a Parliament and the Funkadelics. And this one to me is focusing more on those downbeats. All different feels, which is what is amazing, and they all work. So much pocket. No! Shut the front door! What? I gotta hear that. It's so funky. Oh! You think I'm gonna hit it? No, I'm not gonna hit it. God. Right. Also interesting is their choice to how they handle those ba-da-da, ba-da-da, and then there's a bar 2/4 there, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Steve, I believe it was, interpreted that more literally the whole way, and then Scott and Dan both did 2 of them more literally, and then kind of did a thing that works with that, but also is a little something else for the 3rd and 4th one. I love that bridge section. He's choosing to really drive it and lay it down, just like Steve and Scott have. Took it to full time. Whoa, I love that. That's interesting. I actually considered doing that on my take. That's fun because this section almost can go to full time at the end, and it takes that energy up. Oh, we gotta hear that ending again. Come on. Shut up. Come on, Dan. Making the rest of us feel bad. Again, another beautiful interpretation. There's nothing like all of them played music and all of them had different parts, some similar, some not, and they all worked. In the last video, I got flamed for not including my own interpretation of the song, so here's my interpretation of it.